So communication is a big part of working in a team, especially in big tech, especially when you have globally distributed team. Being able to talk, being able to write, but at least talking is step one, because no one's gonna ask you to write some spec. I do believe like a lot of times when people struggle is when either they don't have enough experience and they're applying for jobs they don't qualify for, or two, they have experience that they don't know how to communicate the experience. And most times you find the problem is people have experience and they don't know how to communicate it. From advice I've gotten from other recruiters is like 6 months to 1 year. And in those 6 months to 1 year, one thing I would add is like, your CV should not look the same in that 1 year, because you haven't shown what you've done in that time frame, right? Because if you, let's say you get rejected by Facebook, and then Facebook obviously will not hire you for that role or similar roles. If they feel like the interview process for similar roles are the same, they will not even consider you for those roles, because like there's no point trying to interview for something they just interviewed you 2 weeks ago, just because the title is different. It's not gonna happen. On the design side of things, like you said, usually a lot of companies, startups, big tech, usually want to first have a call with a recruiter where they ask you about, where your head's at, why are you interested in the role, why are you interested in the company, what do you know about the company, what do you know about the problem they're solving, all that kind of stuff. And after that goes well, then they say, hey, we have a take-home exam, where they send you like, hey, here's a case study. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll just go directly into, like, for example, my Microsoft interview, they just went directly into the product design interview. It's like, all right, fine, pick an app, any app. How would you do this? How would you do X? How would you do that? And it can be fun and challenging at the same time. It depends on how much you're prepared. It could really, really be fun to go into those things. I personally prefer to pick an app and then go into a product design interview on that first try, then, hey, here's a take home, and go do product strategy on it. Company cultural fit for me is like, are you inclusive, right? Are you coachable? Are you collaborative? Do you know how to communicate effectively? Are you the kind of person to gossip instead of, are you the kind of person to find solutions instead of complaining? Like, there's so many things that make organizations work effectively. So to me, those are the kind of interviews or the kind of things I'd be looking for culture fit. It's not that, are you white, are you male? No, I don't care about those things. That's who you are as a person. Is how can you make this organization keep moving forward in the right direction? Those are the things I'd be looking for, and I'll be asking questions around. You could be the best coder, but if you can't communicate what's in your head, you're not going to get the job. I guarantee you that. Because when you do get into these companies, you're going to be working as a team, and people cannot see in your head. So you need to be, and we're all working virtual now. How do people know what you're thinking if you don't tell them?